What's good, guys? It's time for the player ratings. Newcastle 2, Manchester United 0. In terms of the player ratings, Hayley, let's start with the defensive portion of the team. We'll start with, obviously, the big man in net, Big Dave. What are you saying?
I mean, he made some good saves, especially the one in the second half where he saved it onto the crossbar. What am I going to give him? The team was shit today, so no one's really going to get more than a 5, I don't think. And De Gea will get 4.5.
4.5. For me, I think kind of the same. He made that double save.
Yeah.
Double save, which he didn't even need to make. Like, that was crazy.
He did need to.
And then, well, you needed to make it, but you know what I mean. Like, he did so well for that. He reminded us why he is who he is. And then obviously he pushed the ball onto the bar. Again, they should have scored that. Do you know what I mean? But he kept us in the game. He kept the scoreline. Respectable. I'll give him a 5. You know, I think he's one of our best players. I'll give him a 5 out of 10. We'll move on to the right back position, Diogo Dalot. What are you telling me?
No, man, he was piss poor today. Let me down, and I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he had this performance in him, and he proved me right. He's pissing me off today. He was fucking shit. He let Saint Maximin have the time of his life today. He said, "Oh, party time. There's no Wan-Bissaka." Oh, he was shit. What's he going to get? 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, because he was really poor. He was really poor. Even for the their first goal where they headed it across the box, he was nowhere near St. Maximum. St. Maximum was just free, do what he want, head it across, and Dalot wasn't there.
Yeah, I think for me, I would give Dalot a 2. I think he struggled very, very badly today. Clearly overshadowed by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Moving on, we'll go over to Raphael Varane. What do you think? What do you think of Raphael Varane?
I don't think he was at fault for too much today, and I like the way he did come out. He calmed us down. He gets a 5.
Gets a 5. Yep, I'm fully in agreement. Varane gets a 5. Shouldn't have come off. And I think even when we was under pressure, he was, maybe going into the midfield a little bit
to go forward
and trying to get the ball. Exactly. So we agree. That's a 5. Martinez
was spraying. I saw him spray a couple passes around. He had the passion. Even when he came off, he was vexed. I like to see that. I don't think he should have came off either unless he was injured. I'll give him a 5 as well.
Yeah, I give Martinez a 5. Going on to the left back position, Luke Shaw. Got a new contract recently. What are you telling me? What do you reckon he scored?
He did. I mean, like I said to you earlier in the stream, he backs it up like it's on carnival. He gives the attackers too much joy.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be getting that much joy against us, and it's a shame. So, and I do like Luke Shaw, but just for that aspect of today, I'm gonna give him a 4.
4. I'll give Luke Shaw a 3 today. Didn't think he did what he needed to do going forward. Jog into the ball. It's a habit that he has. He just jogs to the ball too much, invites pressure too much. So I'll go with a 4. Into the midfield. So the two players that were in the midfield, a brand new partnership with Sabitzer and McTominay. We'll start with Sabitzer. Marcel, your brother.
Yeah,
you're telling me.
Marcel, my guy, black man name. I think he done. I think he done all right. When he did get the ball, you can see he plays better when he's got better players around him. Him playing next to McTominay doesn't bring the best out of him. But then, when better players came on, like Martial and Sancho and that, you can see he's able to get the ball out of his feet quick and spray it. He likes to do a bit of a tackle. I didn't think he did bad today. I'm giving him a 4.
Give him a 4. Okay, I would probably give Marcel Sabitzer a 3 today. Saw glimpses of something, but I didn't really see a lot today. I think he needs to impose himself more in the games.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that from him today. He needs to boss the midfield a bit more. His partner in crime today, Scott McTominay, fresh off obviously internationals. He's scoring a lot. He scored quite a few goals on international duty.
He could have dealt with some of them today.
Exactly, and the confidence was high. We thought he should be performing in this game. What do you reckon?
He didn't do well, man. He didn't do well, and I was hoping to see the McTominay that gets a tackle in, that has aggression and that, but nah, he was chasing shadows. He didn't do well. Yeah. He didn't do well. I'll give him a 3.
Give him a 3. I agree. McTominay was definitely a 3. Gave the ball away a lot. Just didn't do nothing with it. Don't know why he was there. For me, wasn't effective in any way, shape, or form. Offered nothing, and that's kind of my stance on McTominay. Then we're moving into the 3 attacking players that were in front of them. We'll start on the left. We'll start with Marcus Rashford. You know, he's the top goal scorer for Manchester United at the moment. He has been in a rich vein of form. What are you telling me?
Well, it seemed like the rich vein of form wasn't there today, and I don't understand why, because Rashford just had a great season. So I was hoping to see the Rashford that's been on fire, but I'm just going to put it down to he had an off day. He had an off day. So for that, I'm going to give him a 4.
Give him a 4. I'll give Marcus Rashford a 3.
Yeah.
He had the fewest touches. I think he had like 7, 8 touches, maybe even 9 touches in the whole game. That is from your top scorer. You need him involved in most. I didn't see that aggression, that explosiveness that he's used to having. So for me, he's going to get a 3. Moving on into the middle of the park, Mr. Bruno Fernandes. What are you telling me about Bruno?
You know, Bruno's one of those people that's like Marmite, love hate. And for me, I love Bruno, but he really pisses me off. He does, because why does he have to give the ball away so much? Yes, he does the great things and wonder goals, assisting and all those type of things, but when you're in games like this, you need to do the basics. We need to get a grip of the game. We can't get a grip of the game if you're always giving away the ball. Stop giving away the ball, please. Just give us some possession. And Bruno sometimes really, really lacks giving us possession. Even in the second half, when he was with Gordon got the ball off him. Bruno's on the floor, gets back up. He needs to burst his fucking gut and help. Was it Luke Shaw? Yeah. Help your player out. Bruno gets up, everything's in slow motion. He could have prevented the cross getting across, but he didn't, because he got tackled off the ball, felt sorry for himself. I don't like that side of Bruno.
The Bruno theatrics is
I just don't like that side of it. And today, you know, you're gonna get a 3.
You gotta give him a 3. I give him a 3 as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I gave him a 3 as well. Gave the ball away upteenth times in the first half, and that continued on into the second. And I think with him, one thing I will say in his defence is that out of the group of players in the midfield, he's the only one that has the ability to create. So he's gonna sometimes do a bit of a scattergun approach, and we saw him revert back to that when he was like under Ollie. So he gets a 3 from me. On the right side of Bruno was Mr. Anthony. Mr. Anthony. Yeah. What are you saying?
Do you know he started well? I'm not gonna get onto him, because when he started the game, I was like, yes, Anthony, you're doing some bright plays, and you know, it just unfortunate that as the team got more shit, he got more shit, and he got hooked off. He was disappointed to come off. I don't think he was terrible. I know a lot of fans getting on to him today, but I don't think he was shit. He weren't in his best game, and he definitely was trying, and he helps out defensively. He helped out Dalot today. Dalot was having a nightmare, and if it weren't for him helping him out, God knows what St. Maximin would have done to Dalot. Yeah. So I'm going to give him a 3.5.
3.5. Yeah. I'll give Anthony probably a 3.5 as well. You know, a lot of our scores are similar. Yeah. And the reason is because I think defensively he was really good today. You know, when he would go and help Dalot. I think it's the other side. It's going forward. It just needs to be a bit more in the final third, which was still lacking with him. So he gets a 3.5 to me. And finally, we go to the man that was spearheading the attack. You know, Mr. Gallup himself, Weghorst. What are you telling me about Weghorst?
I mean, I believe Casper would have done a better job for us up front. Because he's just a body. Yeah. And the difference is Casper doesn't have a body. I'm going to give him a 1, because I just feel like you're a striker. Like I said earlier, you're a striker, you need to give us goals. If you're not giving us goals, link up the play, do some assisting, do something. And then when that even goes out of your game, what do you offer? Nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. So you're getting a 1.
Yeah, for me, Weghorst will get a 1 today. Largely ineffective. You know, even the chance that he did have, he hits it kind of like near post. Usually you're supposed to go across goal.
Hit it on target.
Yeah, didn't see that. And I think he's been surviving a lot of mediocre performances and not false merits, because I think he has played well in some games, but the bare minimum. He has not played. He's been surviving off the bare minimum, and I think, you know, today we saw that he wasn't even doing the bare minimum today. Yeah. He wasn't even linking up the play. So for me, you know, he will get like a 1 for me. Yeah. And guys, that is actually Ten Hag. Yes, Ten Hag. What are you saying about the manager? He came under a lot of scrutiny during the stream. Yeah. What do you think about him?
I'm gonna give him a 4. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 4 because today, what are they doing on training? I see them doing their rondos, whatever it's called, and they're passing. They come onto the pitch and I don't see any passes happening. They just lose possession and pass it to the opposition. I need to see that change. I'm tired of it. So he's going to get a 4 on the basis of that. He's going to get a 4 on the basis of Fred not starting over McTominay. I understand why McTominay started because of what he was doing in international break. But then even when you see that he's fucking being shit in the first half, run the changes quicker. The changes didn't get run quicker, and that disappointed me. Also, Varane should not have come off for Lindelof. So, and that affected us because Lindelof didn't win his header. Wilson got a header, boom, 2-0. Shut up, the game's done then.
Yeah, I think he got sort of outsmarted with that Lindelof thing, because I think Wilson came on just after Lindelof did for Manchester United. I might be incorrect about that, but I think that's what happened. And as you said, Wilson gets the header. I think Ten Hag for me today, I liked what I saw on the touchline. I like to see him trying to affect the game as a manager, you know, talking to the officials and arguing. You need that. You need managers to be a bit active on the touchline, to be that 12th player. But I think for me, you know, the changes needed to ring a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I do understand, though, why he brought them in later on, because he's probably expecting Newcastle to tire. That's when you can bring on Sancho and Martial to exploit the spaces that will open up when Newcastle get tired. But that being said, look, the manager is
be
the...
on their counter. Why can't we then just be on the attack and they be on the counter for us?
Yeah, the reason is no Casemiro. He ain't got that person that can control the midfield, and I think we suffered today because of that. But with Ten Hag, you know, the buck stops with him. So because it stops with him, I'm going to give him a 3 today score. So guys, that is the player ratings.
Ten Hag, we still trust in Ten Hag. I know like the fans get a bit emotional sometimes if we diss Ten Hag. We're not dissing him, it's just a player rating.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I think here at United View, we can have these open, difficult conversations, you know. Ten Hag, he got some of it wrong today, but that's okay because managers do. It's just what we do in the next game. But guys, that is the player ratings, and we should bounce back.